Welcome to the In Shape Fitness Show. I'm Kim Watkins. I will be your trainer. This week we are doing a pyramid workout. What that means is that we're going to gradually progress through harder and harder moves until a vortex point where we perform 2 times, so 60 seconds, the hardest move, and then work backwards through the circuit, finishing with the move that we started out with. So let's get started. The first move is fairly simple. This is a pretty advanced workout, by the way. It's going to take about 20 minutes. We're going to jog in place with a shoulder press to get you warmed up. And from there, it just gets harder. So go ahead and get yourself standing up if you're not already. Make sure that your shoulders are back, your chest is high, your tailbone is tucked in, abs engaged. And let's start the 30 seconds with a shoulder press as we jog in place. So go ahead and start pressing those shoulders, pressing the hands up. Control the press, so you want to reach up and then pull down as you're jogging in place, kicking the feet back. Breathe through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and keep it going. Press up, bring the hands back down. Really work through opening up the chest muscles, extending through the back. Keep your posture really standing up tall here. And squeeze your tummy muscles. Excellent. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Now go right into some lateral ski jumps. So you're going to be landing, your feet are together. You're going to be landing on the balls of your feet with a slight bending your knee and your hands on your hips. Jump side to side, okay? 30 seconds starts now. Right to left. Just activating all the neurotransmitters in your feet, sending up signals through the body that you are ready to go here. You're about halfway finished. Make the distance now between the right and the left. Kind of pick it up so that you're really getting the hips in there. Over to the right, over to the left. You've got about 10 seconds. And remember, of course, we're going to finish with these 2 moves. That's kind of a nice thought, huh? All right, let's now slow it down. We're going to do some squats. So plant your feet shoulder width apart and make sure that your toes don't turn out. Make sure your back is straight. And you, again, with your hands on a squat, if you need to use your hands for balance, like sort of extend them forward from your body, that's fine. If you want them on your hips, that's fine. But just make sure that your weight is in your heels as you lower your body. Inhale, take your time. 30 seconds, I'm going to start right now. Exhale, squeeze your butt muscles as you come back up. And then transition smoothly as you change directions. You don't need to, slam the brakes on and then go back in the other direction. Make sure that you're moving smoothly. Pretend that you are, trying to perform in like a dance move or something. I really want to watch that you control the body, that precision is your focus here, because squats are an amazing exercise, but most people do them wrong and end up using the thigh muscle, the quad, a little too much. So if you squeeze your butt muscles and keep your weight in your heels, you use the back of the leg just as much as you're using the front of the leg, and keep the core engaged the entire time as well. Okay, you'll get another chance to do them later on. So let's do an alternating forward lunge now. You're going to stand up straight, hands on your hips, take a big step forward with your right leg, then bend both knees to 90 degrees, then push off with that forward leg back to start. 30 seconds starts now. Now we're going to take a first step with the left leg. Remember to keep your feet straight, and you don't want to collapse at your abdomen. You want to keep your abs engaged, keep your back straight. You're working your hips, working your glutes. You should, if this is, we only do this for 30 seconds, so it's not overly exerting in any particular muscle group, but you are going to be working a little bit of the thigh and your hamstrings. The hip muscles are widely used in the lunge because obviously you're bending your knees and fully extending them. So we're going to go down to the ground here in just a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now go ahead and get yourself onto the ground. We're going to do a bicycle crunch. And you're going to bring your left elbow, put your hands behind your head. Then you're going to bring your left elbow over to your right knee as it crunches forward. And at the same time, that left leg extends all the way out. So your feet are off the floor the entire time. So let's start 30 seconds. You're going to alternate. You probably know what a bicycle crunch is. So just make sure that they're good ones. Make sure that you're moving with control. You don't have to go super fast. Just make sure that you're twisting through your torso, trying to get that elbow to touch the knee. If at all possible, you want to keep the shoulder blades up off the floor, and you're about halfway finished here. We're going to do another crunch in just a second, something I call a sculling crunch. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Do not forget to inhale and exhale. You want to make sure that your body is getting all that oxygen in that it can and expelling all of the carbon dioxide it doesn't need. And good. Now that's the bicycle crunch. So go ahead and sit up. So now you're resting on your tailbone. Your hands are down on the floor beside your body, and you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest. Your feet are off the floor, and then extend your legs straight out. This is called a sculling crunch. So your body sits up a little bit from its lean back position to as you're bringing your knees toward the body, and then as you extend back, lean back a little bit. Your hands stay straight. Your fingers are facing forward. 30 seconds just started, and keep it going. Squeeze as you pull in, extend your legs out, and keep that breathing going. Don't stop breathing on this one, because this is a pretty hard crunch. And this is also it's one of my favorites because you work the hip muscles so much. Again, we call it a sculling crunch. If you are pretty advanced at this point, you want to dip your legs off to the right to do a couple of crunches, and then to the left to do a couple of crunches. That is great. You've got a few seconds. And now you're done. Now we're going to turn you over and have you do a plank. So go ahead and get your body into plank position onto your forearms with your elbows directly underneath your shoulders and your butt down, abs engaged. 30 seconds starts now. So squeeze the muscles. If you're doing this workout and you're pretty advanced, you might want to add a little corkscrew or a little the hip dips, even some belly busters where you go up into push-up position and then go back down. Make it your own effort here. We're going to be doing this again too. So we're getting to the vortex here. We're going to do some mountain climbers next. And then I won't tell you what that 60-second move is. You're probably not going to like me very much after that. But that is time on the plank. Now let's do some mountain climbers. So go ahead and position your body into push-up position where your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your hands are on the floor now. And you are in a sprinter start position. You're going to do a mountain climber starting now, 30 seconds. Make sure that you're jumping in, alternating your feet. Really stay light and landing on the balls of your feet. Stay light. You want to jump up and forward and alternate. If you get really tired, which you might be getting tired at this point, move in like sort of the walking position. Don't collapse and rest at this point at all. You've got 10 seconds left of mountain climbers. I call them mountain hikers. If you've been to one of the boot camps in Central Park within Shape, you may recall that we have a modified version of the mountain climber when it gets to be really, really hard, where you don't necessarily jump your feet back and forth, but at least move them a little bit. And you are finished. Okay, now stand up. The 60-second move that we're going to be doing is a burpee with a push-up and a jump. So even for 60 seconds, you're not going to do that many of them. But what the entire movement involves is to squat all the way down and put your hands on the floor beside your feet, outside of your feet. Then jump all the way back out to push-up position. Do one push-up. Then jump your feet all the way back in. And then as you stand up, you're going to do a jump at the top. So let's start 60 seconds and get it going. There you go. So squat down, put your hands on the floor beside your feet, jump back, do one push-up. Good, and jump forward, and then squeeze your butt. Make sure your weight's in your heels as you stand up, and jump. And again, squat down, jump back, lower the body and do one push-up. Make sure you inhale on the way down, exhale on the way back up, jump back in, stand up, and jump. Good. Let's do it again. Squat down. Put your hands on the floor beside your feet. Jump all the way back out to push-up position. And do one push-up. Exhale as you come back up. And bring your feet back in. And jump all the way up into the air. Right back down into your burpee again. Squat down. Jump back. One push-up. Jump forward. Stand up and jump. Let's try to do one more. Squat down. Put your hands on the floor beside your feet, jump back, do one push-up, jump forward, stand up, and jump. Awesome. Okay, now you successfully completed the hardest part of the workout. Now we're going back down the mountain here, if you will, back down the other side of the pyramid. So that means you're going back to your mountain climbers. So take a sip of water if you need one, and then get yourself back into push-up position because the mountain climbers are coming up. And 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't started your mountain climbers already, go ahead and get back to it. If you are advanced and you want to do some lateral mountain climbers, you can do that. Or there's something also called a mountain jumper, where you're just bringing your knees all the way in, both at the same time, and jumping back to push-up position. Mountain jumpers, we call those. You're about halfway finished, so keep it going. Again, if you're not doing the mountain climber with the run, sort of sprint alternating legs, in a fast pace, slow it down, but just keep moving. Don't stop completely. We've got another 6 or so minutes of the workout to do together, and then you're going to get a chance to stretch. So don't stop. You've got 3 seconds. 2, 1. Now lower your body down to plank. Another 30-second plank we're going to do, starting now. So you're on your forearms. You're squeezing your butt muscles, squeezing those ab muscles. If you're a girl, you should be doing a Kegel right now. And you can do that corkscrew if you want. You can do the moving forward back motion, which we call a moving plank. You're 15 seconds in. So hold it, breathe, really, really focus on your breath here. Focus on knowing that this is gonna end very soon. You really, really, really don't have to worry yourself. The clock is ticking and you're done with the plank. Good job. Okay, 2 crunches, then we're gonna stand back up and finish up with our last 4 moves on our feet. So, your sculling crunch is next. Let's go. 30 seconds. Your hands are on the floor beside your butt. You're resting on your tailbone. Bring those knees in and extend the legs back out. And pick up the pace this time. Really inhale on your way in. Exhale as you extend your feet back out. If you're well enough, advanced enough to do this, dip your legs over to the left. Do a couple of them. And then swing them over to the right side. A couple of crunches there. Back to center. Let's finish it off here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lay yourself back down on the floor. Last thing on the floor are the bicycle crunches. Go ahead and start bicycling on your back, bringing your right elbow to your left knee, then your left elbow to your right knee. You're about 5 seconds in. Keep that going. With the bicycle crunch, you're really working those oblique muscles, and if you keep the shoulder blades up off the floor, kind of like resting on the top part of your rib cage, or really the middle part of your rib cage, you're also obviously getting that front part of your abdominal cavity. Nice, heavy, consistent contraction, which is really, really good for you. And you've got 5 seconds. We're going to stand up. 3, 2, 1, and stand on up. Let's go back to our forward lunge. So go ahead and take a big step out with your right foot. 30 seconds is starting. Make sure that you don't let that right knee go past the tip of your right toes. Step back to center and alternate. Now stepping with the left leg back, left leg forward, and then back to center. Right leg, bend both knees, back to center. And now the left foot. Bend both knees, back to center. Almost finished. Just hang in there for another 2 minutes and you will be finished. And keep it going. Good, good, good. You're doing great. Doing great. Keep breathing. Keep those abs engaged. I know it's hard. Your abs are probably pretty fatigued at this point, but just keep the back straight. You're almost finished. Remember, technique at this point is so important because it's easy to get lazy as you get tired. And if you get lazy as you get tired, you start doing things the wrong way. And a good case in point is the fact that we're getting ready to do those squats again. Remember, at the very beginning of this workout, we were talking about technique, and especially with the squat, how distributing your weight a little bit more in the backside of your foot, onto your heel, will help you make sure that you do the squat correctly. So go ahead and plant your feet shoulder width apart. Don't let your toes turn out. Make sure your weight's in your heels. Sit down and back so that your toes could float in the air, theoretically. And they might, I sometimes fall backwards, actually, when I'm doing squats. 30 seconds is starting. Exhale as you squeeze your glutes and real slowly lift your body back up all the way to the standing position. but don't stop. Go right back into the next one. All right, move smoothly. Transition as you transition from that downward motion to the upward motion. Your muscles get really confused because they don't know what's happening. They don't understand why you're so smoothly. You're so cool about it. You just go down and then you come up. But that makes the muscle work that much harder, which gives you a more metabolic boost. It makes you stronger. All the way around, it's just really good for the body. So keep it going this way. 5 more seconds. We're doing those ski jumps again next. Then we'll finish up with a jog in place, and you will be done. All right. Bring your feet together. Hands on your hips. Bend in your knee. Landing lightly on the balls of your feet. Let's jump. 30 seconds. Going now. If you have ever been a mogul skier, hopefully a downhill skier, I used to do that quite a bit. I haven't been out to ski out west, which is where I used to go, in a long time, but this is really good for mogul skiing. Really get those hips in there, side to side. Get some distance in between that right jump and the left jump. You're about halfway finished. Keep it going. Stay light on your feet. If you're really feeling super cool right now, you want to do a floor tap as you jump to one side. That is a doozy. But you've got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's finish off. Just jog in place. Add that shoulder press. You are done. Really, really good job today. Just keep it going. Keep breathing. Keep jogging in place. Finish out the 30 seconds. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again, this is called a pyramid workout, so you can do it with pretty much anything. Just set up a little circuit where you start with easier exercises, build to something that's a little more challenging. Oftentimes, the peak of our pyramid involves either mountain climbers or burpees, or, as in the case for today, a little bit of both, because they're such comprehensive moves, working so many muscles in the body at the same time. All right, job well done. Take a few deep breaths and stretch out a little bit before you get to the rest of your day. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness. We'll be back with another episode next week. And in the meantime, if you have any questions for us or you want some information about our programming, visit our website, which is inshape-fitness.com. Have a great day.